Hello students, welcome back to my chemistry lecture. So today I have come up with new topic, percentage composition for 11th grade students. So what is a percentage composition? Percentage composition. So what is the need of learning about this percentage composition? The percentage composition can tell us about analyzing the compound, analyzing the constituents, by what ratio of their masses they are present, and also we learn about the purity of the compound. Purity of the compound will be like. The main purpose of this percentage composition is that number one is compound can be analyzed or to find the constituents, what constituents are present in the compound, we will learn. And finally, we can test the purity of the compound. Purity of the compound we can determine by using this percentage. If we go in detail, percentage composition, the definition of the percentage composition, the number of parts by mass of an element, different element present in a total mass of a compound is called percentage composition. The number of parts by mass of different element present in a total mass of different elements here means the constituents. By what mass ratio they are present in a given compound is known as percentage composition we call. So here the percentage composition, we have the formula of the percentage composition is equal to mass of an element upon molar mass of a compound multiplied with 100, so we will get percentage composition of the given element. So here example I am taking. So calcium carbonate, in this calcium carbonate, so what is the percentage composition of the calcium, what is the percentage composition of the carbon and oxygen, if you want to determine. So let us assume that molar mass of the compound is 100 grams. So the molar mass of the calcium carbonate is 100 grams. If you want to calculate the percentage composition of the calcium, mass of the calcium is how much? 40 grams upon total mass of the compound is molar mass is 100 grams into 100 if you do, so we'll get 40% of the calcium. Similarly, if you determine the percentage composition of the carbon percentage composition is equal to mass of the carbon how much? 12 grams upon 100 grams into 100. If you do means then you will get 12% by mass of the carbon. And percentage mass of the oxygen if you want to calculate, so 16 into how many oxygen atoms are present in the formula? 3. So upon 100 grams into, so 100 if you simplify it, you will get 48% by mass of oxygen. So if you analyze the CaCO3 100 grams compound, if you take 40 grams by mass of calcium and 12 parts by mass of carbon, 48 parts by mass of oxygen together will make how much? 100 grams is a total mass of the compound, we say. Similarly, mass percent of the carbon in the glucose C6H12O6. You can determine hydrogen mass percentage or its percentage composition, oxygen percentage composition in the glucose you can calculate. So this is the percentage composition. We can determine the mass percentage or we can determine the percentage composition of each element present in the given compound. So based on this, we can test the purity of the compound. We can determine the constituents of the compound. See here, by looking at the formula, we can tell the constituents of the compound. You know the formula of the compound, easily we can tell what elements are present in the given. But we can't tell the mass percentage or percentage composition only by using quantitative estimation. So after this, next we have the topic about empirical formula. What is empirical formula? So empirical formula, we have the topic. So what is the empirical formula? Empirical formula can be defined as the simplest whole number ratio of atoms of different elements present in the molecular compound is called empirical formula. EF, we say. The simplest ratio of atoms of different elements present in the molecular compound is called empirical formula. For example, C6H12O6, I am taking this the glucose. What is the simplest ratio? 61, 62, 61. You will get CH2O is the empirical. This is the molecular formula, and where this one is molecular formula, this is empirical formula. For the benzene, if you take C6H6, the molecular formula of benzene is C6H6, and the empirical formula is CHO is the empirical formula. CH is the empirical formula. And for empirical formula of CO2 and H2O, if you write, you will get the same. Empirical formula is equal to molecular formula. So the simplest ratio of CO2 and H2O will be the same. Sometimes the molecular formula is equal to the empirical formula in case of CO2 and H2O. Now, how to determine the empirical molecular formula? So, and how to determine the empirical formula? And from the, if you know about the percentage composition of elements. So, let us discuss determination of molecular formula from empirical formula from the data given of the compound percentage composition. The percentage composition of a compound. For example, here is the compound. The percentage composition of hydrogen is given how much? 4.07%, and carbon is given 24.27%, and 71.69% is the chlorine. The total mass, molar mass of this compound is that how much is given? 98.69 grams. Molar mass also given. So this compound, what we have the question is, find the molecular formula of the compound, find the empirical formula of the compound. So what we should do, we should find the molecular formula, we should find the empirical formula from this given data. So hydrogen is given 4.07 and the carbon is given how much? This is the carbon, this is hydrogen, this is the chlorine. So percentage composition. You got the percentage composition. If you first think, before determination of this molecular formula, first to determine the empirical formula of the compound. So if you want to find the empirical formula, then we have to follow the several steps. Step 1, what we should do means, we should convert the percentage into grams. Let us assume that the compound mass is 100 grams. The mass of the compound is 100 grams means, so if you get the percentage, hydrogen, so weight, mass you will get 4.07 grams and carbon you will get 24.27 grams you will get, chlorine you will get, so how much? 71.69 grams you will get from 100 grams of the compound. Step 2, what we should do in the step 2? In the step 2, we should convert the masses into moles. We should convert. So how to convert into the moles? So this given mass upon the gram atomic mass. Given mass upon the gram atomic mass. So for example, 4.07 grams divided by 1, since atomic mass of the hydrogen is 1, and 24.27 grams divided by 12 because gram atomic mass of the carbon is 12. So then 71.69 grams divided by 35.5 is the gram atomic mass of the chlorine. So here we get the moles. This is 4 moles, 4.07 moles of the hydrogen and 2.021 moles of carbon, 2.021 moles of oxygen. So in step 2, step 1, step 2, we got the moles, and step 3, what happens in the step 3? In the step 3 we should, after getting the moles, divide each mole by the smallest number. What is the smallest number? The smallest number is 4.07 moles divided by 2.21, 2.021 divided by 2.021, 2.021 divided by 2.021. 1 here, almost 2 you get. So step 3 we got the ratio of moles with respect to the small number 2, 1, 1. So hydrogen ratio we got 2 and carbon we got 1. So then CH2Cl is the empirical formula. CH2Cl. So after this, after getting the empirical formula, determine the empirical formula mass. So empirical formula mass of CH2Cl is that 1 carbon 12U and hydrogen, so 2 into 1U and chlorine 35.5U, so together 49.5 gram. It is gram molar mass means 5U will get. Empirical molecular mass 49.5. So step 3 over step 5, step 4. What we have to do means, so molar mass, given molar mass divided by empirical formula mass. Molar mass is how much? 98.69 grams upon 49.5. So if you gram molar mass, if you take out empirical formula, you you will get the integer n equal to 2 will get. Integer n equal to 2. In step 5, what we will do means, step 5, empirical formula multiplied with 2 integer. Then this is equal to C2H4 Cl2 molecular formula we got. What is the name of this molecular formula? Dichloroethane molecule. So if you want to get molecular formula, you must know the molar mass of the compound. Divided by empirical formula, you will get the integer. So that integer multiplied with the empirical formula, you get molecular formula. So we can determine the molecular formula from the empirical formula from the percentage composition if you know of the compound. So this is the determination of empirical formula we say. So